Hello, Professor. I'm very happy to take a presentation about the research and articles for this semester and this technology courses. And the theme is Corona outbreak and its impact on economy. We all know that this epidemic has spread around the world and it was spread into many other countries, and we should know that it has made a big or a very strong impact on economy, and we should take a quantitative and qualitative for this uh, epidemic COVID-19. And from this presentation, first of all, I will talk about the purpose, and then I will introduce my hypothesis and conclusions. What's more, I will also talk about the tools like high level language, like Excel, like these tools to do this data analysis. So let me show you my PowerPoint so that you can understand what my research is going on. Now this is the first page of my PowerPoint, and it's the fundamental information about this research. Now, the first page is I want to talk about the purpose of analyzing the economic impact of COVID-19 epidemic. The research I choose for this final project is that I want to understand the economic impact of the epidemic on China and the world. We will find the economic impact like the import or output, like this kind of like some in finance influence and so many other things. And the researchers should be familiar with the process and theory of data analysis. And the third purpose is that I want to help those like governments and researchers to learn the measures to be taken in response to the economic losses caused by this outbreak, because we know that so many people they had to be staying home, and like industry like this kind of things cannot be going on. So we should understand the purpose of doing this research. And this part is I list some tools and methods used in this research, because this research I should analyze some data and like variance like this kind of numbers in this research. So I use programs like like high level language like Java, this kind of things. I write some programs to do some research and do some analyzing for this like arrays, this kind of numbers. And the right side is Excel, because using Excel was a really useful and helpful ways to do data analysis, and it helped us to understand to make the graphs. Through the graphs, we can find the impact and the changes happen in these data, and from these data we can make conclusions. And now this part I list some assumptions and conclusions of these studies. The first I write is demand and production have plummeted, investment, consumption, and exports have all been significantly impacted. and short-term unemployment has risen and prices have risen because this hypothesis I talked about with my family members, and they have found that their investment and the prices has made a change in this epidemic, and this coronavirus has a significant impact on the economic income of middle class industries such as tourism and catering, because um, in this epidemic, so many people has to stay in home, so that the tourism and catering, epidemic income has been influenced, and this COVID-19 has also have a more serious economic impact on small and medium-sized enterprises, and they also influenced by so many people has to stay in home, so they don't have enough people to to support them to do some trade, like this kind of things. And the fourth I write is the new coronavirus has a serious economic impact, and this was the assumptions and conclusions of this study. And from this research, I hope that we could know that this COVID-19 has made an really strong impact on our economy, and we should take measures to avoid our lives to be influenced by this kind of epidemic. And this is all about my presentations, and it was the measures against economic impact of the epidemic, and we should make full use of the advantages of the mobile internet. We should support business such as e-commerce and logistics and the financial sector, and we should strengthen structural adjustments to provide sufficient financial guarantee for enterprises to resume production. And was the measures I gave to against the economic impact of the epidemic. And that's all. Thank you for listening and watching these videos. Thank you very much, Professor.